Let's try on some accessory packs while I make the comparison between the very first Barbies and the ones of today, coming up after this. I have an unpopular opinion of what kind of Barbies I like compared to most other adult collectors anyway. And I'm very happy with 5 points of articulation. I know that it bothers a lot of people. I really don't like the clicky legs. I mean, I like them. They're really fun to click back and forth. I love the feeling and the sound and everything. However, they're really sticky and they're hard to put pants on and stuff, and I find them very irritating, and they get discolored and they sometimes grow spots on them. Not cool. I do, however, very much love the original Barbie, and I kind of like the budget ones, even though I don't like the bodies. I'll show you a comparison. Let's start off with why I like these, and I really want to open up this one because I am a huge lover of these collections and these budget ones in general, because sometimes the dresses are really, really nice. I love that in our modern day time that we get a broader range of color tones, hair textures. The latest wave of budgets, which have only really shown up in Europe so far, they are all tropical prints on them, and I really hope and can't wait to get them. But before that, I really loved this wave, and this was a very big wave. I managed to get all of the ones except for, I believe, the ones that have Barbie's face. I don't like to get Barbies so much because, I mean, all the Barbies look the same, and you only need one. And that is one of the points that I want to make today, is that when Barbie first came out, this Barbie, she came like this. She came in a basic suit, and you bought all the accessories extra. She retailed at $3.50. After inflation, I think it's pretty remarkable that you can get a $5 Barbie. This would have to cost $25. You're getting pretty much the same thing. You're getting the same points of articulation. You're getting a Barbie in a simple one-piece, shoes. You don't get a stand. You don't get sunglasses. Sometimes you do. A few years ago, they were putting in sunglasses. I really like the prints on these dresses. Let me show you all of the ones from this series that I have. I guess I have only 2 of them. Well, 3 now. So these 2 look the same. And they do have the panels on the back, but I don't mind that. I say this in all of my videos that have dresses like this. If you see somebody walking down the street with a 2-sided dress, you think that looks cool. I think that looks cool. It's like a bonus added feature. So these ones do have that. In recent years, contrary to what people say and believe and think when they bad talk Barbie, this is one of the latest budget lines. These dresses were, which I took the liberty of putting one of them on Classic Barbie Herself to show you that, yes, indeed, it's a really, really nice dress. These were on the $5 Barbies, the budget ones, and I love these patterns, and I like that these are simple, basic, one-piece dresses, and they're usually nice. They've got a nice serged hem. It's a nice classic fit. The last ones, they had a striped ruffle. What I did was I cut the ruffle off all of them, a few different colors that they came in. One of them was black and white striped, though, which was nice. I chose to bring out these today for this because I know that in those fashion packs that I want to open, we've got some flat shoes. So it's going to help that this line had flat feet. Most of the time, the budgets don't have flat feet. A lot of people do complain when the dolls come with flat feet. But let me tell you, from a feminist standpoint, it's a cruel, cruel, unbelievable thing that we do, and it's not cool, and women should be walking around in flat shoes. That being said, this is all make-believe. Barbie is everything and anything. She's not supposed to be real. She's a doll. And I guess it's supposed to be idealistic. I don't know. That brings me to my next point, and that is her proportions. And what we get with this Barbie and what we get with this Barbie, as much as I love that they're basic and simple and 5 points of articulation, if this was good enough for the little girls of the 1950s, then this should be good enough for the big boys of 2020, the year that I recorded this video. I am not a fan of the new Barbie body. I think when they made the changes to her shape, they took away her figure. They definitely made her more boxy. I guess they were trying to not make her so in your face. But when they made the changes, something just happened with the feet, and it just doesn't work for me. Well, the original Barbies have much thicker ankles. Just the style of them is a whole different story to me. This is a real stylized Barbie. We've got curves and everything. The reason her body is shaped the way that it is if you were shrinking down a doll, that means that you have to shrink down every individual thread also by 1/6 of the thread's diameter. I mean, she could just wear silk, perhaps. These materials are more well-fitting. Once you put her clothes on, she looks better proportioned. That being said, I like this silhouette. This silhouette actually is an attractive silhouette. I saw this study somewhere where they had, I forget, it was some kind of documentary or something. The one consistency, it didn't matter what the woman's measurement was, it was the ratio of bust to waist to hips, which made her silhouette attractive. I think maybe this is the standard that things are based on. Nonetheless, this is very stylized. She's pointy and weird. This body I find a little bit boxy. If you follow my channel, you know that I really like the WWE body. It is a much thicker body. When I look at these arms, I think that they look unrealistically too small. The feet look very ill-proportionate. So the WWE bodies are one of my favorite. Definitely check out one of my other videos to see a comparison between those, which I've done hundreds of them. I love the 5 points of articulation. Shoulders don't even go out. Barbie's shoulders didn't go out. I love this body. I also love the model muse body. So every once in a while, they will still use this body with Christmas holidays, special black label probably as well. This has like a deco feel to me. It's just special. It's unique. It only has 5 points of articulation. Again, it's got special shoulders though that go out. She is one of the ones that came with these dresses. Again, I love that there's diversity. I love that there's new characters. They have also been experimenting with older head molds, so you're getting surprises. You're getting a Christie in a pale complexion, and I don't know who this character is, but I think she is normally in a lighter complexion, and they made her one of the dark dolls. So I love that they are experimenting with the heads and really mixing them up. The Christie with the really pale skin is one of my favorites. It's just such a unique look. And she's also an example of a budget that came with heels, well, heel-sized feet. So she is good for the heel dolls. Here is a model muse in a original Barbie dress. However, the original Barbie dresses don't fit because of these proportions. They don't really fit on these dolls. They do, however, squeeze into the model muse. However, she can't move her legs at all. Along with the clickety legs of 90s dolls, I also don't like the makeup of the 90s dolls. This makeup is pretty good. It's like vintage, old-fashioned. Her face looks like this because this was the style of what a woman would look like. In the same way that it's very progressive that she has flat feet, it's also very progressive that the makeup on all of the newer ones are light. Now, the women of the 90s and the early 2000s, their makeup it made her look like a lady of the evening, and it's not something that I really agree with. I'm really happy that we are now living in a time of natural beauty. It's something that I respect and encourage. And I really love the faces that we're seeing, and I really love the diversity that we're seeing with the Fashionistas. Mattel has outdone themselves. After so many years of this new fashionista line, there's definitely a doll out there that represents you. I love that so many of them are ambiguous, and they could be Hispanic, they can be African American, they can be Hispanic, Asian, African American mix. I think we're living in a really good time for women. The best time so far for women. And unfortunately, it's the best time for all minorities and individuals. Unfortunately, it's still not good enough, and we can do better, and I hope you will do better. Try to do better. Catch yourself when you make mistakes and just say, I can do better, and continue to do better. And set a good example. The best thing anyone can do. You can't make anyone do anything in this world, but you can set a good example. So let's try on some of these accessories and see what we got. I just have 2 older packs, and I was supposed to try this stuff on while I was on my soapbox. So it's from this series, and it looks like I picked these up at the Mattel store that we had in Canada, but it was closed down a few years ago, unfortunately. But maybe that's fortunate because I used to go every weekend and find amazing deals, and I bought way too much. Oh, these are some great sets. A translucent package and a pink and red Valentine package. Take a look at Barbie's feet. So something happened. They're similar, but these feet I just find look ridiculously too small. And these ones, there is much more of a heel there. So very stylistic, very cool, very interesting. Look at those gams. Very, very thick thighs. A very big change. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of squeeze her foot into there, but you probably shouldn't because you're going to ruin the shoe. I don't know if I can get it off. I put on an expensive dress on this Barbie so I could show you that you can dress up your budget Barbies in something really glamorous. So here's the shoes that we got in this package. And then they also came with these flat shoes, which is why we have her standing by. Can we put a dress on her? Do I have a fancy dress I can put on her? No. But guess what? Who needs to put on fancy dresses when I love these ones so much? I love that there's no Velcro on the budget dresses usually. They're usually nice, stretchy material. Vintage-looking fabrics. That's what they're doing with right now. I don't like when they put Barbie in the pattern, but for some reason I did not mind on these ones because it is very subtle. You can't even... I forget that it's in there. Oh, for her they put in her head, and for the other one, oh, they put in the head in there. So that's not bad. I really like these dresses. Yeah, they've been super vintagey fabrics recently. Very, very pretty. Love her. And she is the flat foot model today. And these shoes aren't staying on her. I don't know why. What do you do about that? Do you use putty? Maybe I've got them on the wrong feet. Maybe I should put my glasses on. Oh, falling off again. They're not staying on. It's raining outside. I don't know if you can hear that. It's pouring. Oh, that fell. Okay, and then we have a pair of sunglasses. They should swap dresses so that the shoes look better. These are the sunglasses that came with her, and I love those. Very cat eye-y. The little heart handbag that came with the set. When I'm playing with these, with the 5 points of articulation, it really takes me back. It reminds me of like all of the commercials that you would see. It's got this little red choker necklace that came in the package. Just this subtle little thing on the front. Thunder and lightning outside. We've got this bracelet that's studded and translucent. Is that from the other set? It's not from the other set. No, it's a different one in the other set. I like that it's a jelly bracelet. That's nice. And yeah, that's everything in that set. Let's check out set number 2. And in set number 2, we are getting all the same things. We get a handbag, like so. Studded and jelly, and that looks like it's from the 90s. So I don't love the style of that bag, but I definitely love the translucentness of it. And then we have these. You really shouldn't match your purse to your handbag, so I like that this is mixing up. We got these blue numbers for the heel shoes. But you could match your purse but don't. Make your eye go to different parts of your body in real life. But with dolls, it actually looks good when your accessories match. Because your eye sees the whole doll at the same time. But those shoes look great, especially with the purse. 2 pops of color, looking real cute and stylish. And then let's primary color her completely and put on these yellow neon sunglasses on her. Look at those. She is ready to take Florida by storm. And then we get this bracelet, but I'm going to bring that over to this girl. I'll show you them together. Oh, it's not rubbery. Wait, is that one rubbery? It feels like it could break, so I'm going to be careful with it. I'm going to remove her old purse, and I'm going to put it on her other wrist. Oh yeah, it feels so brittle. I'll squeeze it on her hand like that. Alright, so that is what that bracelet looks like. I like it. It's translucent. You can't go wrong with that. That's an interesting look, though, to have that. Oh, let's take off this old necklace and put on this new one in yellow translucentness. So she's got all the primary colors going on, too. And then she has her jelly flats. And hopefully these ones stay on her feet. I didn't know that flats didn't stay on the feet very well. I thought that they would stay on better. I think they're not on completely, as you can see. Is there a left and a right, or are they both the same? I don't know. They're pretty cute, though. And that was fun. And I think that's everything. I'd love to know what you think. I mean, you might not agree with me, but that's okay, because there's more dolls for me, and there's more dolls for you. I hope that you will like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave a message down below. I'd love to know your opinions and thoughts. We'll see you next time. It's really rainy and messy. For my next video, this was for Barbie's 60th. It is Ken's 60th, so that means that was 2 years ago. I didn't know that. That's a pretty new dolly. These are the accessory packs that I have coming up. If you want to see another video like this, I'm not sure how popular this video will be, but I got all these accessory packs. I really need to open them up and take a look at this awesomeness. I mean, it's not often that I am able to put shoes on dolls. However, unfortunately, her skin is so beautiful and so dark that it doesn't match any WWE body. Naomi is the darkest doll body that exists, and the skin tone is not this dark. So she gets to stay in her original form, as much as I don't love this body. You know, I explained in this video the parts of it that I do. 5 points for the win, guys. 5 points is all I need to be happy. They all have 5 points. I only have 5 points. Oh, I guess I got 7 points. 7 out of 10.